Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames. In this video, we're going to talk about the former bandmate of Danity Kane, Kalena. Kalena is coming out to say everything that Dawn Richards said her and Dawn had witnessed is in fact not accurate. If you're not aware, Dawn Richards, a former member of the Danity Kane group, she filed a lawsuit a few days ago, and she basically said that she had witnessed Diddy doing horrible things to Cassie and Kim Porter. And she also said that Kalena also witnessed Diddy's abusive actions towards these girls. Now, Dawn Richards had named Kalena's name in the lawsuit 33 times. However, Kalena is coming out to say it's not true. She didn't see any of these things. Now, girl, Kalena, we know you're lying. If the world saw it, you saw it before us. That's what I believe. However, I really do understand because not everyone likes to be caught in the center of these things, and it's not anything pleasant to be caught in the center of either. Many people may see this as her protecting Sean Diddy Combs and all of that. Maybe not. Maybe this young lady just wants to keep her peace. And also, I really don't blame her in a sense, because if you guys remember when Aubrey O'Day was talking about these things, if Dawn had came out at that point to support Aubrey, it would have been really good for her now, because at least people would say, you know what? We can remember Dawn speaking about these things. And I also believe that Kalena knows that Dawn was involved with Diddy, and she was like, no, girl, you were with him. You were getting that extra treatment. You were doing everything. You were going above and beyond to be, his next girl, while I was here just trying to focus on my career. Could have been that, but who knows? Now, let's get into this report that is coming out, because since then, Diddy and his attorney, they had fired back at Dawn Richards, saying that the claims are fallacious. Diddy's son, King Combs, is saying that, Dawn's lawsuit is nothing but a cash grab, because they had previous discussion of, reuniting kind of scenario. So it's really interesting to see all the information that is now coming out, but let's get into the details. Now, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta alum and Diddy Dirty Money member Kalena Harper says she never saw Diddy getting abusive with Cassie, contrary to claim in a new lawsuit. Here's the deal. Kalena Diddy Dirty Money bandmate Dawn Richards sued Diddy this week, claiming she and Kalena witnessed Diddy throw Cassie against a wall, choke her, hurled a scalding pan of eggs at her, and drag her up a flight of stairs in his LA home. Now, Kalena is mentioned in Dawn's lawsuit 33 times. That was filed on Tuesday, and she's now breaking her silence, saying, while I fully respect Dawn's right to recount her experiences, I want to emphasize that her account reflects her personal perspective and should not be interpreted as universal truth applicable to everyone involved. Can we stick up in here? Can we say diplomatic? She's using diplomacy in her response. She's like, girl, I'm not saying that you didn't experience that, but personally, for me, myself and I have no recollection. I have no sight. I've never experienced any of the things that you've outlined, but I respect your right to talk about your experience and do what you see fit. But as for me, I'm not going to get involved in that because I didn't see any of that. No. Again, I honestly believe that Kalena saw all of this. I do believe she saw it, but again, it could be the fact that she really doesn't want to get involved in this. And also, sometimes people do have loyalty to people. The experience might have never been great, but maybe Kalena, some people who can see both sides of a scenario, both sides of a situation, they can understand it. They may not agree, but they can understand it, and as such, want to leave the entire situation alone. This could be who Kalena is, because giving her response, you could tell that she's very tactful, very intelligent, and not just that, a whole lot more to that. But let's continue, right? Now, in a statement Friday on social media, Kalena adds, many of the allegations and incidents described in this suit are not representative of my experiences, and some do not align with my own truth. Okay? Now, Kalena says she was not involved in nor was she aware of any behavior that could consider abusive or unlawful. That's what she's saying. And that's the end of that. And as we know, Diddy has denied all allegations. Now, again, some people may say, Diddy might have paid her hush hush money, paid her to keep quiet. Not necessarily. Again, Diddy does have loyalty, and we see a lot of that loyalty coming from even people like Stevie J. Many may argue and say, but Kalena is a woman and she should speak up for a woman. No, not because she's a woman. It doesn't mean that she has to speak up in Cassie or any other woman's defense. She can choose not to get involved in any of this mess. Some people want to maintain a clean image. No, not saying that. Her speaking her truth and coming out to back up Dawn to say, I saw this, it would ruin her image. But it's just that people loves to stay away from mess. And if she's saying that, Dawn, both of us was there, but your experience and mine totally different. No one can fight her against that. She can choose to remain loyal to Sean Diddy Combs for whatever reason, or it could be that she suspects a lot was going on but really has no witness. But then again, if you think about Cassie Ventura, this is how you know that Kalena is being diplomatic. I'm not going to call her a liar. I'm just going to call her diplomatic based on her response, because we've seen so many bruises on Cassie, from old photos in the media outlets. We've seen rappers talking about, things that Diddy has forced Cassie to do. And if people can come out to say they've seen those things, I definitely believe that Kalena has seen some amount of that, maybe not in its entirety, but I do believe that she has witnessed some amount of the things that was outlined in that lawsuit. But who knows? Maybe this is Kalena's revenge to Dawn, because I've been looking at the photographs of Kalena, Dawn, and Diddy over the years. And if you look at the photographs, almost every single photograph, you see Dawn leaning into Sean Diddy Combs or Diddy leaning into Dawn, which gives a sense that they had a thing going, and Dawn was doing what she believed she needed to do to really get that career going that Sean Diddy Combs promised her. And at that point, chances are, Dawn might have been somewhat hypocritical to Kalena. And this is Kalena's opportunity to get that revenge and say, girl, you're on your own with this. When I needed you, you weren't there for me. So now that you need me like hell, I refuse to be there for you just the same. That could also be what is transpiring here. But who knows? I want to hear from you guys. It is your time to chime in. What are your thoughts about Miss Kalena Harper coming out to tell Dawn, your experience does not represent my experience with Sean Diddy Combs? I want to hear from you guys. And while you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up, share, stay safe. See you guys later. Bye, guys.